Be quiet. You're the host.
Welcome, Father Lou, to your southern home parish. It's so great to see you. How are you?
It's wonderful being here. The weather could be a little better, but I'm not going to complain. There's no rain,
Right.
And,
But there's another hurricane's kind of luring the.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, right.
But
nowhere near us.
No, don't believe it. Don't believe it.
So I'm glad that you're here. To be able to continue the conversation that we started months ago with the What's Up St Cecilia podcast segment. So today that we're preparing for the centennial dinner gala, and you're going to be one of the speakers. Tell me, how do you feel about showcasing St Cecilia to be your most southern home parish to prepare that you're going to have approximately about a 10-minute live speaking part? How do you feel about that?
One, he already limited me, so I know I can't go over 10 minutes, which is fine, because I'll talk forever.
Well, we have other guest speakers.
Oh, shucks. Okay. I'm thrilled. I'm honored. I mean, really, humbled. And I'm not too humble, so I don't even know how that feels authentically. But to have been asked to be one of only a few speakers, I've served here since Father Bob came. Yeah. And I thought it was 20 years, but it's not. It's only 7.
Yes.
But I've been in the area, so I've known St. Cecilias.
You kind of settle in here at St.
Cecilias. Oh, yeah.
Past 7 years.
I took off my shoes and made myself at home. So I'm thrilled about it. That's how I feel. I'm thrilled about having the opportunity to showcase, the word you use, the centennial, but showcase St. Cecilias and the massive number of projects you always have.
So one of the first one that you and I collaborated, you accepted to do the centennial 3-day Lenten mission.
Right.
With the representation of doing the 14th station of the cross to Mother Mary's perspective. And you really jump-started the celebration.
That was the first event, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. It was the first event for the centennial, but it was very meaningful for me, and it seems to have been very meaningful for many people.
Well, we're still on that cloud 9.
That's great. And let me show you.
Go ahead.
Just one of the stations that you guys have had framed, and they'll be, oh wow, this is really professionally framed, and they'll be auctioned off at the centennial.
That's correct.
So you provided a space. Who's the auctioneer, I should ask?
So the way that we're doing the auction, it's gonna be a silent.
Oh, okay, yeah. They just put that little.
And we're going to feature it at your talking 10-minute segment, and that's gonna be your background.
Oh, interesting.
And then we're bringing in the statue of Mother Mary.
Mata Dolorosa.
And then hopefully that will inspire you to, let the stars and.
You only giving me 10 minutes, but you're feeding me inspiration.
Well, but if you need to go a couple of minutes.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
But because we want to keep the.
It's a program.
Yeah.
So, I look forward to being part of it.
So, and the other thing that we talked about in the last What's Up St. Cecilia podcast is that we were going to bring you in and do like a day retreat for the youth.
Right.
And I was inspired by your perspective on how we can bring in the new upcoming generation.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, from your background as in the university and working in that in your career as a pastor and representing Jesus Christ, ora and labora.
Yes, work, order at labora. Work and prayer.
Tell me more about that.
Well, work and prayer is probably the philosophy of the earliest monastic communities. It goes back to St. Benedict. And the whole idea is that the men who joined this monastery were withdrawing from the world. Okay, so all the worldly cares are left behind. So no family, no jobs. Okay, and their whole concentration is going to be here in the monastery, and those monasteries grew to like hundreds of men. The philosophy is, I mean, order et labora, and the whole day is woven into work and prayer. Now I don't know the exact times, but I know the monks used to wake up like at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and all through.
So how can in our generation
Good.
with social media and gaming and you know this generation with our cell phone, how can we get them off that and get interested into that concept of doing work with prayer?
Yeah, I'm not too sure we can get them off that, because that's a humongous task. However, we can use the media, social media, to, for instance, okay, say here St. Cecelias. I know you have plenty of charities and events happening, but I'm just going to make up one. Okay, say St. Cecilias says, okay, December 1st, we're going to bring toys, and I don't even know if these exist, to the local hospital, to the children of the local hospital. But you have to bring the toy to St. Cecilias and wrap it and come with us to deliver the toy, okay?
Makes
Because
sense.
now you're using social media to do charity.
Well,
do
you're on the
evangelization.
second level, third level. You're using the resources.
Yeah. Why deny them?
Like
right?
what we're doing now too.
Yeah. So, okay, now don't show up at St. Cecilias December 1st yet. When you hear Will, when we talk about it,
We
then you
need
show
to
up.
talk about logistics.
Yeah.
And planning.
Yeah. See, and that's where it is.
Excellent.
Because and I live in Manhattan, so I see this a lot. When young people want to gather, they have names for these things. I don't even know what the names are, but they want to gather everybody at, I'll make up a street, 42nd Broadway at 3 o'clock to dance or something. Well, all of it, they send it to each other.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that goes viral, and all of a sudden 3 o'clock in the middle.
Yeah. And
So I know it works.
And how it works is because the resources gather them and they physically come together.
Yes.
By using the communication to get together.
Yeah.
And I think instead of rejecting it, join that way to evangelize and bring the new generation closer to Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. It's wonderful being here. Let's go.
Yes. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you for joining us.